Hey guys, so I'm going to do a mini series with these mini Americana micro block builds from Block Tech and Five Below. So there's 4 of them. I have all 4. I'm going to do 1 per video. So after this little intro, you will either see the hot dog, the bomb pop, the Statue of Liberty, or the fireworks. There will be 2 the week before 4th of July and 2 the week of 4th of July. So stay tuned for a build. Hi guys, welcome back. So now today we're gonna do the bomb pop. Personally, I think bomb pops are kind of gross, but they are pretty iconic for American summers. Look how bright those bricks are. Alright, so let's see here. This one, oh gosh, okay. This one has 12 steps, or 13 steps. Oh man, this one has 308 pieces. Our hot dog only had 200 pieces. Oh dear. Alright, well, first things first. I think sorting these by color is definitely going to have to happen. Because there are so many pieces that look exactly the same. So let's get rid of all these brown ones. Because it looked like the brown pieces were the last step. And if my pieces are stuck together, I pull them apart. I don't keep them together because assuming that they're stuck together the right way can cause problems. Alright, so let's gonna put all the blue ones. Looks like blue is the bottom, so blue is probably gonna be the ones we use first. For this one, I almost wish I had some little trays. But we'll be fine. I do, actually. I have diamond painting trays, but I think we'll be okay. There's just so many tiny pieces. A lot of the blue pieces ended up on this side of the table for some reason. And you can always fast forward if you don't like the sorting, but for me, the sorting really helps with the build. And like I said, this one has so many pieces that are just alike and they're all so tiny. Sorting is just going to make it go so much quicker. I mean, look how small these pieces are. Okay, so there's all the blue and the brown. So now the middle is white, so we're going to push all the red ones up here out of the way. Because red and brown is what we're going to do last. Oops, got a little white dot up there because they're just so tiny and they roll. These little white dots just keep rolling everywhere. I am seeing some pieces in here that we haven't seen before, but I'm pretty sure it's because we're making a very rounded object this time. We haven't really made anything that was too explicitly round before. But if you've had a bomb pop, you know that they're basically round, but they have like, I want to say they're fluted, if that makes sense. Like, you can see that there's like a gap, and then a bar, and then a gap, and that's the way the real ones are, but they're more pointy. I'm calling it a bomb pop, but then part of me thinks that maybe it has a different name, like a rocket pop, because it really looks like an old school kind of cartoonish rocket. But I feel in my brain, in my heart, that they were called bomb pops, or are called bomb pops. Okay. So, numero uno. We are going to go with blue. So we need one 2x6. We need two 2x4s. We need 4 corners. We need 4 1x2s. We need 4 of these little guys. Let's see, here they are. They have 1 dot in the middle. There are 2 spaces on the bottom, but they have 1 dot on the top. And then we need 16 of these. So it's a dot on the top and a dot on the side. So there's 4. Oops, I dropped one. 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Oop. Sorry about that. And then 4 single square dots. Because we have single round dots and we have single square dots. So for this one, it shows the squares. And it's really hard to find them with the other ones. Oh, here we are. Those look a lot alike when they're laying on the table. So, for the base, it is the 2 2x4s. They're going to go next to each other. And then the 1x2s are going to go on each side, like this. So now, I don't know what that shape is, but that's our base. Now this big guy here, the 2x6, He's going to go straight across the top, just like that. And then from him out is going to go all of these corners. Alright, so now we've got 2 layers there. So we got the 2x4s with the 1x2s. Then here we have the 2x6 and the corners. Now for the second row, or sorry, for the third row, we're going to take these little guys with the single dot, and they're going to go on each one of these smaller ends. Okay. No. Alright, so they're going to go like that. And then on each one of these, we're going to put this single dot. So that we've got a whole layer of dots here to add the next layer to. Gotta try and get them straight in the corners so it doesn't look too wonky. It's really hard to get single pieces straight. Alright, so that's what we got now. So this is 3 layers. Okay. Now, we're going to take these and we're going to make 8 stacks of 2. And all the dots need to be lined up, the edges need to be lined up. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, no. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we have 8 of these little dots. Now, we're going to stick these on there. On each one of these dots is going to get a little stack, but we got to kind of get these ones that are on the single dots at an angle. So that should be fun. Because then we're going to go over here and we're going to put something on top of it. So that means we have to get the angle right in order to put the next piece on top. So let's start with these 4. And then we'll do these. And hopefully we get close to the right angle so that we don't have to push too hard. All right, so step 2 is another 2 by 6, 2 2 by 2s, two of these 1 by 3s that have nice rounded ends instead of the sharp corners, 4 1 by 2s, and 4 of these little single dots that are round. So here's the round ones. Oh, there we go. So you can see these are rounded, these are very pointy. So once again, we're going to take this guy and he's going to go straight, before we get to that, we're going to take these rounded ones and they're going to go, okay, they're going to go across here. So the ones that we put at an angle get the rounded piece. So see, these are the ones we put at the angle, and they get this guy with the rounded edges. And then in front of that, we're going to put a 1 by 2, and we're going to make sure that we line the dots up with the dots on the 1 by 4. Because we're going to put another piece across here. And then on here, we're going to put this piece, and we're going to get it kind of straight in the center there so that we can also put another piece. So now we got it going this direction. All right, yeah, okay. Now on top of that, we're gonna put this piece. So now we're getting a little stability there. And then we're gonna take these guys and they're gonna go here. That's why we had to line those up. That is my cat. She's 20 years old and she probably has dementia, let's be honest. So we put the 2 by 6 across here, and then we put the 2 by 2s on this side. Okay. And now we're gonna bring these single dots up with another single dot. So we gotta keep everything level. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. All right, so now number 3, we're going to take 2 more of these 1 by 4s with the nice rounded ends. 4 of these that have a double slot on the back, but then they have 1 dot on the top. And then 16 more of these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. so it looks like we're basically gonna do the same thing again, but this time we're gonna go this way with our rounded pieces. Last time we went this way, this time we're going this way. And then we're gonna put this guy here and one over here. And then on the ends, oops. Okay, so there's layer number 8. And now we're gonna take these 16 and make 8 more doubles. Oh. Alright, and so we're going to do the same thing that we did over here. We're going to do that again. Alright, so there we are. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers. This is our blue layer so far. That was step 3. Now, looks like we're going to start adding the white. So we're at the end of our blue layer. We're going to start adding white. So we're going to take 2 more of the 1x4s with the rounded, and then 4 1x2s. It looks like this one might have quite a few extra pieces as well. Now these pieces I'm sure are going to go on last because these are our smooth pieces, so they're probably going to go on last. So we're going to take these guys and they're going to go across here again. Okay. And then we're going to put one in front. Oops. Line the dots up. And then one on each end. We'll try and line it up in between. Oh, this one's a little crooked. Get that as best aligned as we can. Now, let's go over here to our white pieces. We need 1 2x6. We need 2 2x2s. And then we need 4 of the rounded white dots. Alright, I see 2 pieces that are stuck together that I'm pretty sure are not going to be needed together. Alright, so we're going to put our white one across here. And then our 2 by 2 across here. And then our singles in the corners. So we gotta make sure we keep everything level as we're going. That one doesn't want to go on. Oh no, are you defective? Oh. Let's put that one to the side. Is there another one? Uh-oh. Oh, here's another one. Ouch. I will say, these little single pieces do hurt the fingers some. Okay, oh goodness. Okay, so now we have our first layer of the white part. Remember, we're going blue, white, red. Then we'll put the stick on later. Alright, so next, yeah, we're going to do basically the same thing, but in white. So we need 2. There's a mosquito in here, y'all, and it's going to drive me nuts. It's been chewing on me. So 2 of the 1x4s rounded, 4 of these with the single dot on top, and then 16 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. All right, I'm going to put these smooth pieces over here to the side because we know we don't need those yet. We're not going to need those for a while. So I'm going to just get those kind of out of the way. Okay. So we're going to take this guy across here, and this one across here. We're putting all of these just like we did with the blue layer. Oh no. Alright, and then we're going to make 8 little double stacks. My goodness, why does it? Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's our 8 double stacks, and then we're going to stick them on top again. Oh, I did that one wrong. That's why that one looked weird. Okay, so just like before. There, and then now try to get them at the best angle. goodness. Okay. So there we go. So now we need a 1x6 again. 2 more 2x2s. 2 more 1x4s. 4 1x2s. And 4 single dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't remember. This one does look a little less round, like maybe a little weirdly shaped, so we're gonna leave that one off for now. Okay, so this time we're gonna put the bars going this way, and then we're gonna put the 1x2s, lining everything up. Okay, and this guy goes across here, and then here, and here. Come on. And then one more dot just to make everything nice and level. That one does not want to go on. Alright, we'll push it down when we put something else on top of it so that I don't accidentally snap it off. Okay, so once again, 2 of these, 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 16 of these, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, alright? So this time, we're going to put these across here. And then the dots. Hopefully when we put the smooth pieces on, it holds all these little layers together, because some of these layers aren't held together very well. Okay, and then we're going to make our 8 double stacks again. Oh, these tiny pieces really hurt my fingers. Alright. Alright, so here we go. 7, I hope. Alright. One more white layer, and then we're going to start on the red layers. So we got 2 of these and 4 of these. We got a bunch of extra parts again, y'all. Brick Tech really needs to get on their QA, because while I appreciate having extra parts, they really are wasting a lot of money sending so many extra parts. I mean, Lego only sends a couple of extra pieces, sometimes none. I've never had a Lego kit that didn't have all the pieces, but I've had quite a few who had 0 spare pieces. So we're going to start with our same layer again. So we got our 2 by 6, 2 2 by 2s. Oops, that's not 2 by 2. And then 4 round dots. Now the red has a bunch of extra pieces because the red is the top, so it's going to have the pointy bomb part. So this piece goes across here, and then our 2 by 2s, and then our corners. Alright, and same thing, we need 4 of these. Oops, we need 2 rounded. We're going to put these little guys to the side again. Put those over there. Alright, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm just going to sort out a few of these pieces that I know are going to be for the top, just to get them out of the way. Oop, nope. Oh, there's just so many teeny tiny pieces. most of the pieces that we are not going to be using just yet. Just so I don't have so many pieces to sort through. Alright. So this time, we're putting them here. Oh my god. Oh, my nose itches so bad. Okay. Gosh. I'm really starting to dislike these little 2x2, or these little double stacks here, because there's so many of them. These videos are going to have minimal editing, so I can just get them uploaded. So, sorry about all that. Two, 4, 6, 7. Oh, there he is. Okay. So, we're going to do the same thing again. There we go. For some reason, these don't seem to be lining up correctly. I think they're just not snapping down good. Okay. Yeah, there is definitely a gap where we are not lining up properly. a gap right there. And I don't know why, because everything seems to be lined up, but I'm not going to worry about it too much, because it is what it is. These little kits are not always the most perfect. Oops. Alright, so now, oh goodness gracious. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sorry guys. Like I said, minimal editing. Alright, so that was step 10, so now we're going to go to 11. So we need 2 more of these. We need 4 of these. 16 of these, so there's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so that should be 16. But then we also need 3 of these circles. We have not used these circles yet. So we're going to put these across here, just like we've been doing. I was hoping to film all of these tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen because my hands hurt. Then we're going to put one of these in the center. Then we're going to stack the other 2 together in the center. And we're going to stack these up just like before. Oh, that's all right. There goes the senile cat. We don't know what she's yelling about. We doubt if she knows what she's yelling about. It is super annoying though when you're trying to sleep and she starts doing it. She's 20. She's decided she likes spicy human food and drinking out of the toilet. But she's 20. So she can do what she wants to. All right, so that is step 11. Step 12, we're going to use 2 more of the rounded 1x4s, 2 square 1x4s, 4 2x2 or 1x2s, alright, now we gotta go over here to these. We need 8 of the tall slippers. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4 of these dots. Let me get them out of here, because they are weird looking. We haven't seen these before. Oh, so it's like a pie shape. It's a single dot, single hole, but it's kind of rounded like a corner. Very strange. Okay. So we're on 12. Okay. So the rounded ones go on the outside, just like before. But then the square ones go right in between them. Let's get them all lined up so that all our dots are the same. And then we're going to put these here. Oops. So basically we're making the same shape we made on the bottom. Now we're making it on the top so we can put the rest of our that's pretty well lined up. Trying to get our dots lined up so we can put the other pieces on. So we need 2 per side. Try to get those lined up so that our top is straight. Why does this not want to go? Okay. Then we gotta get these in there. Alright, so it's kind of hard to tell, but see, this side is kind of round and this side's pointy, so the roundy part's gonna go towards the outside as best we can. Alright. Y'all, this mosquito is tearing me up. There must be more than one. Alright, so it goes this way. Alright. Now, they kind of put about half the steps in this last step down here. So let's start with this top part. So we're going to take these, we're going to take 4 of these. So these are also corners. They look like little helmets. And they're going to go on top of the other little corners we put. So I'm going to set those on there first. Alright, so that's what that looks like. So this is our bomb pop so far. So we're finishing out this top where it's going to be our pointy part. And then in the center, we're going to take 4 of these. It looks like they're going to go this way. Maybe putting those corners on first wasn't the best idea. Alright, so there's our top. And then on top of that, we're going to put 2 of these. Okay. And then on top of that, we're going to put 4 of these and our little smooth square. Oh, these are going to go on this side. That makes more sense. They go opposite of those to make the other part of the angle. And then our little smooth square goes right here in the middle. Alright, so we got some wonky parts, but that's okay. So here's our bomb pop. This is as of part 2 of step 13. So, once again, we got lots of extra pieces. Now, we're going to take our smooth pieces from each color. Uh-oh, something just either fell off or I dropped something. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. So now we're going to take these pieces and they go on here. Getting them straight isn't exactly easy. Okay, this one I have a feeling is going to be very wonky. And only because there's so many single pieces. So that's what each side's going to look like. that's all the blue pieces. Now let's finish up the white ones. Oops. Yeah, this one is not very stable, and there's really no way to make it more stable because there's nowhere to add more pieces. So it just is what it is. I like the concept. I'm just not sure that the whole thing was thought out too well. Not that I'm a brick designer, so I don't know, but I just feel like this thing is very unstable, just on the whole. So I was hoping adding these would add some stability, but it doesn't, because they're not really attached to anything. I hope at least most of this has been in camera. I don't even know. Because I'm trying to hold it top and bottom. And try and hold it together in one piece. Oh my goodness. Am I not? Something's going on. Alright, I am not sure what is going on here, why I cannot get... There we go. Alright, so there's our bomb pop. Looks like it's been out of the freezer for a little bit. It's getting a little wonky. Now let's make our stick. So here's all of our stick pieces. So that's the bottom. So it looks like we're just gonna stick all these together. It shows 11, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they give us 4 extras. And this guy goes on the bottom. Okay. And then, so there's our 11. And there. And here is our bomb pop. Since we've got 4 of these, I'm going to stick these on here. I don't know that it's going to help at all with any sort of stability. but it can't hurt. Or maybe it can. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we just got some extra stick. Alright. So here we go. Here is our bomb pop. I would say this is definitely not one of my favorite builds. It is cute. It goes great with the hot dog and the other summer kits that we have. But, yeah, probably not my favorite. But thanks for watching.